Okay, so we're going to talk about kind of learning and using a pre-shot routine on the range that you can then take to the course eventually. So the pre-shot routine, depending on the player, has a lot of the same elements, but maybe stylistically they're just a little bit different. Probably the most important thing in the pre-shot routine is to build a relationship between the flight of the shot that we want to hit and the feel that we have in our body. So when we watch a lot of tour players, we'll see some mechanical work back behind the ball where they might be doing rehearsal swings. If it's a player like Stricker or even Tiger or Rory, we'll see a lot of times they're doing some rehearsal swings, just trying to get the feeling for what their shot shape is going to look like and what that would feel like. So when we're working on this on the range, we actually can go ahead and set up and do a pre-shot routine for every single ball we hit, especially when we're working specifically on this part of the swing or part of our routine. So most importantly, number one, we want to get a flight in mind. We want to think about the shot that we're going to hit. And hopefully for a lot of you, that's a go-to shot. It's something that you've kind of grooved in and you can really count on this ball flight. That's the one we want to picture. So as we're back here behind the ball, whether you use the club to kind of help you line up the shot or visualize the shot, or you're just kind of using your eyes and you're picking an intermediate target out there, you're really visualizing the flight of this shot. So back here, it's all about connecting our mind and really just using kind of our instinctive brain and not really our analytical brain at all, just to feel and see this shot that we intend to hit. So at that point, we could either make a couple rehearsal swings that would fit that shot that we just saw in our mind. And if we're on the range, definitely it's a good time to practice building some rehearsal swings into our pre-shot routine. But we can either make those rehearsal swings with that shot in mind that we just visualized, or we can just take the visualization and walk right into the shot and get set up. So if I'm walking into the shot and I'm wanting to get set up and I want to take this pre-shot routine, this visualization that I just created, and I want to make this really connect or relate to my body so that I can really feel the shot I'm about to hit, as I'm walking in, I want to see the whole flight of my shot, and I want to connect my golf club to the flight of that shot. Now with any other swing where we might be opening the face, swinging down and to the left or swinging out and to the right and rolling our hands over, any of those swings, the club face isn't really connected to our ball flight. And that's one of the unique things about the square-to-square swing, is that we're really connecting the face of our club to the flight of our shot. So when I walk in my pre-shot routine, I can actually visualize, what I visualize is that the face, the blade of my club, whether it's a driver or a wedge, I can see that the club face is pointed down the initial start line or the flight line of that shot that I just visualized. So I walk in and I've got this, for me it's just a tiny little bit of a fade in my go-to swing. I've got that shot visualized. I've got this path in the sky that I've created with my mind, and then I set the club up so that the face matches to that path or that flight that I just visualized. And you can see even here, just as I'm going into my go-to shot with my tiny little fade, I've gripped the club down about 1.25 inches, maybe even 1.5 inches, because that's that go-to shot for me. That's what feels most natural. So I walk in, I've got my visualization, I see my flight in the sky, I connect my club face to that flight, and then once I'm there, I can really feel what needs to happen in order for me to produce a swing that will then produce that shot. So that's really what the pre-shot routine is all about. And it's great to start working on it on the range, where you can set your ball up, line up, get behind it, really visualize a shot and see a flight through the air. And then as you're walking in to hit your shot, really connect the club face with the flight of the shot that you intend to hit. And again, that's one of the really cool, unique things about the square-to-square swing, is that we're actually connecting the face of the club with the intended flight of the ball.